Hello everyone, today I am Shafa with the student ID 105222083 and my partner Elsa with the student ID 1052277, and we will share our research on the synthesis of melamine formaldehyde resin for wrinkle resistance in textile application. The presentation will cover the background, methodology, result and discussion, conclusion, and the last reflection from our internship.
Before we go into the technical background, let us first introduce the company where we carried out this internship. PT Sinar Sino Kimia, established in 1990 in Cikarang, West Java, is a leading chemical manufacturer that produces over 650 formulations for the textile, paper, leather, and printing industries. With over 30 years of experience and international certification, the company now serves customers in over 25 countries worldwide. During our internship, we were placed in the Research and Development Division. Also, we work on resin synthesis and testing, which we will now explain. Now that we know about the company, let's move to the background of melamine formaldehyde resin itself.
So, melamine formaldehyde resin is thermosetting amino resin. It synthesizes through main reaction. First, methylation, where melamine react with formaldehyde to form methylol group, and next step is condensation reaction, which produce a cross-linked three-dimensional network. This resin widely used in industry because it excellent properties. It has high thermal stability, start resistance, flame retardancy, as well as hardness and moisture resistant. Because of this property, it finds application in coatings, laminates, and importantly, for our project in textile finishing. So let us move especially to its role in textile.
In textiles, melamine formaldehyde resin improves the crease or wrinkle resistance of fabrics, making them easier to maintain and more durable. It also increases dimensional stability and surface hardness of cellulosic textiles. Beyond wrinkle resistance, melamine formaldehyde resins also adds flame retardant and abrasion resistant finish, which are crucial for technical textiles such as uniforms, protective wear, and also home textiles like curtains. Furthermore, melamine formaldehyde resin is versatile because it can be modified with other materials such as polyvinyl alcohol, benzoguanamine, or bio-based compounds to enhance mechanical and environmental performance. Melamine formaldehyde resins have higher resistance to heat, moisture, and chemical compared to other amino resins. They also possess self-extinguish properties due to their high nitrogen content. However, although it has many advantages, there are still some challenges, which will be explained in the next slide.
So the main advantage of melamine formaldehyde resin are its durable wrinkle resistance, flame retardancy, hardness, and water resistance. These qualities make it excellent finishing agent for textile. On the other hand, there are two important drawbacks. The first is emission of free formaldehyde, which raises health concern and is tightly regulated. The second is related to storage stability. Over time, the resin solution tends to increase in viscosity, limiting its shelf life unless stabilizer or modifier are needed. Because of this limitation, many researchers have conducted studies to improve the weakness of melamine formaldehyde resin. Let us take a look at the mechanism first before going into preferred research.
The working mechanism of melamine formaldehyde resin in textiles can be explained as follows. Melamine reacts with formaldehyde to form methyl-melamine, which then undergoes condensation to create methylene and methylene ether bridge. When applied to cotton, this bridge forms irreversible cross-links inside and around the cellulose fibers. As a result, the mobility of the fibers is reduced, which improves wrinkle recovery and dimensional stability. However, if too much resin is applied, the fabric can become rigid and its strength may decrease. With this mechanism, researchers have explored different synthesis and modification methods, which we will review in the next slides.
So let's move on to the previous research we have conducted. The several studies have investigated the synthesis of melamine formaldehyde resin. For example, first melamine, first amine at 1990 found that unmodified melamine formaldehyde resin improved crease resistance but reduced strength at high concentration. And the second, Liu at 2014 introduced caprolactam so that can forming a stable nanodispersion with improved washing fastness. And next, Hu at 2018 encapsulated dyes inside melamine formaldehyde resin for printing application. Also, Ulah at 2014 varied the ratio of formaldehyde to melamine and reported good thermal stability. Lastly, Lan at 2019 synthesized the resin with ethylene glycol and caprolactam, which improved flexibility and reduced free formaldehyde resin. We use this literature as our primary source. This shows that both synthesized parameters and modifiers significantly influence resin properties.
Other studies focus on modifying melamine formaldehyde resin to improve performance, such as Chen et 2019 used polyvinyl alcohol and benzoguanamine, improving tensile strength and flame retardancy. Chai et 2004 partially replaced melamine with bark extractives, which reduce environmental impact. Raval at 2006 added casein for composite application. Meanwhile, Gunn at 2016 substituted melamine with sucrose, which reduced formaldehyde emission and extended shelf life. All these modifications point to one goal, making melamine formaldehyde resin safer, more sustainable, and more efficient for industry application.
So let's move on to our objective. Our project had four objectives. First, to synthesize melamine formaldehyde resin at laboratory scale by varying the mole of precursor composition, additive, and reaction condition such as pH, temperature, and time in order to obtain a stable product. The second is to characterize the synthesis of melamine formaldehyde resin using FTIR and compare the functional group analysis with reference data from journal. And the third is to evaluate the physical and chemical properties of the synthesized melamine formaldehyde resin, including final pH, viscosity, solid content, and free formaldehyde content. And lastly, our objective is to assess the application performance of the synthesized melamine formaldehyde resin on cotton fiber, focusing on wrinkle resistance ability through the PET dry cure method.
We carried out synthesis using melamine, formaldehyde, water, ethylene glycol, and caprolactam. Reaction conditions like pH and temperature were carefully controlled to ensure methylation and condensation. The detailed procedure of synthesis of melamine formaldehyde resin was shown in the slide.
So next, the experiment differed in the formaldehyde to melamine ratio, amount of additive, and the reaction method. Either one spot of slow addition of formaldehyde, as shown on the slide. By comparing this variation, we could analyze how each factor affects the resin properties. After synthesis, we proceed with characterization and application testing to the cotton fiber.
The analysis procedure of free formaldehyde content was shown in the slide. We measure the free formaldehyde content because it is a critical safety and environmental parameter. This ensures the synthesized resins are safe for textile application.
So lastly, besides we do our synthesis in laboratory scale, we do the application test to the cotton fiber by checking the stiffness. After synthesis, we applied the resin on cotton fabrics using the pat dry cure method as the procedure on this slide. The performance was evaluated by assessing fabric stiffness, by which indicates wrinkle recovery.
Now let us discuss the results and compare them with literature and standards. The characterization that we do were pH measurement, viscosity, soil content, and shelf life. The result of 5 variations of our product was shown in the table. Our synthesized resins had pH between 7.9 and 8.8, which is close to literature values. Viscosity from 12.7 to 17.5 centipoise, which is much lower than the commercial standard. Solid content around 43 till 46% within literature range but below the standard. And also the shelf life between 7 and more than 14 days, which is acceptable but shorter than industrial standard.
So next, since we have done the resin synthesis, we proceed to characterize the product by FTIR. FTIR analysis confirmed the formation of our melamine formaldehyde resin. We observe characteristic peak such as OH or NH group, CH or of CH2 group, C double bond N, also NH bending, COC bridges, and lastly CO stretching. These bands are consistent with the literature and show that cross-linked resin structure was successfully formed. All resin variation display similar spectra, proving reproducibility of the synthesis. On the next slide, we compare this spectra with both the commercial standard and melamine.
We compared the IR spectra of product with the standard and melamine. The spectra match closely with the standard, and importantly, they differ from pure melamine, confirm that polymerization occurred. Our synthesis was successful in producing melamine formaldehyde resin, even though further optimization is needed.
Next, our result showed free formaldehyde content levels between 48 and 97 ppm. Some of our products were even lower than the commercial standard, which show 87 ppm, and all were below the ZDHC regulatory limit. This indicates that our synthesized resin are safe for textile application. How about the actual performance on the fabric? Let's see the application test result on the next slide.
The stiffness level was shown in the table. Application tests show improved stiffness of fabric treated with our resins. From the application, we found out that the fourth variation, which is in 18th of August, was very stiff than the other. The performance varied with viscosity and solid content, where higher values led to stiffer fabrics. The key performance indicator we observed was stiffness, which corresponds with wrinkle resistance. Higher stiffness generally indicates that the resin forms stronger crosslinks with the cellulose fiber. Although commercial resins still perform better, our results confirm that the potential of laboratory synthesized melamine formaldehyde resins for wrinkle resistance finishing. On the molecular level, the methylol CH2OH groups in the resin react with the OH groups of cellulose, forming covalent crosslinks. These crosslinks bind the fiber together, restricting cellulose mobility and giving the fabric wrinkle resistance. Now that we have seen the application performance, let us move to the summary of our findings.
So to summarize our project, we successfully prepared 5 variations of melamine formaldehyde resin using one-pot method. All products were obtained as clear liquid with shelf life of 7 until 14 days, although still below the 6-month stability of the commercial resin. And next, the spectra confirm successful resin formation, showing key functional groups, and this match the commercial standard, proving the correct structure formation. Our resin had pH around 8, viscosity around 12 till 17 centipoise, and solid content around 43 till 46%, which are much lower than commercial products, indicating incomplete polymerization at lab scale. Also, formaldehyde content, free formaldehyde range from 48 to 98 ppm. Some were even lower than the standard, ensuring they are safe for our textile use. Lastly, the resin improves stiffness and wrinkle resistance. Among all, the, the experiment code MF250818 gave the best result, though performance is still slightly below commercial standard. In short, our objectives were achieved. The synthesis was successful, the structure was confirmed, and the resin showed potential in the textile finishing. Based on this, we prepare several recommendations for future improvement.
For the improvement, we suggest some advice to optimize molar ratio, stabilizer, and reaction condition. Use more detailed testing methods such as crease recovery angle, tensile strength, and washing resistance. Apply advanced techniques like NMR, TGA, or DSC for better characterization. Beyond the technical results, we also gain many valuable experience during this internship.
So we also learn about industrial process from the lab work to product application so that we can develop stronger research and problem solving skill when facing challenges like resin stability. Finally, we built our teamwork and communication abilities, which were essential throughout the project. Overall, this internship combined scientific learning with personal and professional growth. And lastly, we want to sincerely thank everyone who supported and guided us during internship. So this all for this presentation. Hopefully our presentation can be understood, and thank you so much for watching.